For years, electric vehicles have been viewed as a luxury, futuristic, and out of reach for most buyers. But Toyota has just shattered that perception. How did they manage to make an electric SUV so affordable? What does this mean for Tesla? And could this signal the decline of gas-powered cars? From Toyota's bold strategy to the ripple effect it's causing in the industry, we're uncovering all the surprising details. By the end of this, you'll see electric vehicles in a completely new light. Stick with me, because this is a game changer. Toyota has just released an electric vehicle that's so affordable, it makes gas-powered cars seem overpriced. This isn't just another new model. It's a monumental shift in the automotive world. For decades, electric vehicles have been seen as a luxury, far too expensive for the average consumer. Tesla set the bar for modern EVs, but their price kept many potential buyers locked out. Now, Toyota has changed the game. The company had been cautious about fully committing to electric vehicles, preferring to focus on hybrid technology, while others raced ahead. This strategy emphasized reliability and fuel efficiency over chasing trends in the EV market. While this hesitation allowed Tesla and other companies like BYD and Volkswagen to dominate, Toyota was never out of the race. They were just waiting for the right moment to strike, and that moment has arrived. With their new electric vehicle priced at an astonishing $13,000, Toyota hasn't just joined the race. They may have just taken the lead. This move is already sending shockwaves through the entire industry. For years, consumers have had two options: pay a premium for an electric vehicle or settle for a gas-powered car. But Toyota has changed the game, making electric vehicles affordable for the masses. If this model proves successful, it could force every major automaker to reconsider their pricing strategies. However, Toyota's decision to price an electric vehicle this low isn't just about affordability. It's part of a much larger strategy that could reshape the industry. So, how did Toyota manage to hit $13,000 price point? The first key to their success is their partnership with Guangzhou Automobile Group, a Chinese automaker known for producing cost-efficient electric vehicles. By teaming up with a company that excels in high-volume, low-cost manufacturing, Toyota gained access to expertise that helped them build a high-quality vehicle while keeping production costs low. This collaboration has been crucial, enabling Toyota to introduce an electric vehicle at a price previously thought unattainable. The second factor in Toyota's success is their adoption of lithium iron phosphate, LFP, battery technology. Traditional lithium-ion batteries are expensive due to their reliance on costly materials like cobalt, which drive up production costs. LFP batteries, on the other hand, are cheaper, more durable, and require less maintenance. This shift alone has significantly reduced production costs without compromising on performance or safety. The final piece of the puzzle is Toyota's unmatched global manufacturing scale. No other automaker has the same level of production efficiency. After decades of refining manufacturing processes, streamlining supply chains, and reducing costs at every step of vehicle assembly, Toyota has applied its legendary cost-cutting expertise to electric vehicles, making a $13,000 price point a reality. What truly sets this vehicle apart is that Toyota didn't just make it affordable, they made it competitive. This isn't a basic, low-quality model designed solely to meet a price target. Toyota made sure it stacks up against far more expensive models in terms of performance, features, and technology. And when you see what's actually included, $13,000, it's easy to understand why this vehicle is already causing a stir in the industry. For that price, you'd expect a stripped-down, minimalistic car lacking essential features. But what Toyota has delivered is something completely different. This isn't a small city car or a downgraded compact model. It's a full-size SUV, about the size of a Toyota RAV4, offering the space and practicality that SUV buyers want. Inside, Toyota has packed this vehicle with technology that rivals more expensive electric models. A massive 14-inch touchscreen takes center stage on the dashboard, providing a high-tech experience usually found in vehicles priced over $50,000. The interface is sleek and user-friendly, offering seamless connectivity and advanced infotainment options. Right behind the steering wheel, an 8-inch digital driver display ensures that essential driving information is always visible. But the surprises don't stop there. Toyota has included advanced driver assistance technology that is rare at this price point. Features like adaptive cruise control, automatic emergency braking, and blind spot monitoring come standard. These aren't just basic safety features. They're technologies that compete with some of the most advanced electric vehicles on the market. Even the interior design exceeds expectations. Rather than using hard plastic surfaces and a minimalist approach, Toyota has crafted a cabin that feels genuinely premium. The vehicle includes wireless charging, rear air vents, multiple USB charging ports, and a foldable armrest for added comfort. Toyota even added 32-color ambient lighting, allowing drivers to personalize the cabin atmosphere, a feature typically reserved for luxury models. Toyota is showing that electric vehicles don't have to be expensive to be high quality. This isn't just about creating an affordable car. It's about designing a car that people actually want to buy. And what's even more surprising is that, despite the impressive price tag, Toyota is willing to sell this vehicle at a loss. But there's a reason behind this. Selling a loss doesn't make sense unless you're playing the long game. And Toyota is playing a much bigger game. Their goal isn't short-term profits from this vehicle. It's about dominating the electric vehicle market. By pricing this electric vehicle at $113,000, Toyota is making a bold move to pull customers away from Tesla, BYD, and other major EV manufacturers. This isn't just about one model. It's about accelerating the global adoption of electric vehicles. For years, high prices have been the biggest barrier to mass EV adoption, and by eliminating that barrier, Toyota is pushing the entire industry forward, making EVs a mainstream option for everyone. But Toyota's strategy goes deeper than that. They're also looking ahead to future monetization. While they may be losing money on the initial sale, the company is eyeing the revenue streams that will come from connected car services, over-the-air updates, and future upgrades. This is the same strategy companies like Amazon have used: sell products at a loss to build market dominance, and then make money through services and expansion. Toyota is forcing Tesla into a position it cannot afford to ignore. If this vehicle succeeds, Tesla will have no choice but to respond, but Tesla's entire business model is built around premium pricing. They can't easily lower their prices without cutting deeply into their profit margins. This is where Toyota's strategy becomes particularly dangerous for its competitors. They aren't just lowering prices. They're setting a new industry standard that will compel others to follow. Toyota has made their move, and the industry is watching. What happens next could completely reshape the future of electric vehicles. Tesla's worst nightmare just became reality. For years, Tesla has been the undisputed leader in the EV industry, setting the standard, dictating trends, and forcing the automotive world to rethink its future. Now, Tesla's dominance is facing its greatest challenge yet. Toyota has just launched an electric SUV at a price so low it completely disrupts the market. This isn't just another competitor, it's a game changer. Toyota's new electric SUV costs less than a third of the Tesla Model Y, which isn't just a small price gap. It's a direct assault on Tesla's pricing model. For years, Tesla has relied on its premium branding and cutting-edge technology to justify its high prices. This strategy worked when the only other electric vehicle options were either too expensive or too underwhelming to compete. But now, Toyota has shattered that illusion by proving that an affordable electric SUV can still offer great range, features, and technology. Tesla is now in an impossible position. If it lowers prices to compete, it risks slashing its profit margins to unsustainable levels. Tesla operates with much higher costs than Toyota due to its unique manufacturing process and vertically integrated supply chain. Unlike Toyota, which benefits from massive economies of scale and cost-efficient partnerships, Tesla doesn't have the same ability to absorb losses. This means Tesla can't just drop prices without damaging its financial stability. On the other hand, if Tesla refuses to lower prices, it will lose a huge chunk of potential customers to Toyota. Many consumers who are on the fence about switching to an EV now have an option that is far more affordable than anything Tesla offers. This is the battle Tesla never saw coming, and it has no easy way out. Tesla's hidden weaknesses have now been exposed. For years, Tesla has been seen as an unstoppable force in the EV industry. Its technology, design, and brand loyalty made it seem untouchable. But Toyota's latest move brings to light Tesla's biggest weaknesses that have been hiding in plain sight. One of Tesla's greatest strengths has always been its brand image, which it built around innovation, luxury, and high performance, allowing it to command premium prices. That premium positioning, however, is now becoming a major weakness for Tesla. Toyota is proving that electric vehicles don't have to be expensive to be great. Many consumers aren't focused on having the absolute best technology or the fastest acceleration. They just want an affordable and reliable EV. Toyota's entrance into the market is shifting the conversation from exclusivity to accessibility, and Tesla is struggling to keep up. Tesla's once mighty charging network, the supercharger system, was a significant advantage. It's still the most extensive and reliable fast-charging network in the world. But that advantage is quickly diminishing. Universal charging standards are spreading, and other automakers, including Toyota, are now partnering with third-party charging networks that are expanding rapidly. Within a few years, Tesla's exclusive charging network may no longer be a major selling point. Perhaps Tesla's biggest vulnerability, however, is its lack of a traditional dealership network. Tesla pioneered the direct-to-consumer sales model, which allowed it to bypass dealership markups and offer a more streamlined buying process. But Toyota's massive global dealership presence gives it a powerful edge. Consumers trust Toyota's long-established network for servicing, repairs, and customer support, an infrastructure Tesla simply doesn't have in the same capacity. Toyota's dealership network is something Tesla simply cannot match, and it may become a deciding factor for many buyers choosing between the two. Tesla is not only losing the price advantage, but it's also losing the infrastructure battle. Toyota has built a vehicle that competes on both cost and convenience, which makes Tesla more vulnerable than ever. The electric vehicle price war has officially begun, and Tesla is being forced into a fight it never wanted to have. For years, Tesla positioned itself as a premium brand, focusing on performance, technology, and brand loyalty. But Toyota's shockingly affordable electric SUV is changing the rules. This battle is no longer about the best technology or longest range. It's now about price, and Tesla finds itself at a severe disadvantage. Toyota's aggressive pricing strategy is forcing other automakers to react. Consumers now realize that an electric vehicle doesn't have to cost as much as a Tesla, meaning companies like Volkswagen, General Motors, and Ford will have to rethink their pricing strategies to stay competitive. The entire industry is being dragged into a price war, and Tesla is right in the middle of it. If Tesla tries to lower its prices to compete, it faces a massive issue: profit margins. Tesla's profit per vehicle has historically been one of the highest in the industry, but that's because its vehicles were priced at a premium. Lowering prices could collapse Tesla's financial advantage. Unlike Toyota, which can afford to take short-term losses thanks to its vast resources and diverse revenue streams, Tesla doesn't have the same financial cushion, putting it in a dangerous position. But it's not just Tesla and Toyota. BYD, the Chinese automaker, is another major player in this fight. BYD has already surpassed Tesla in total electric vehicle sales and continues to expand aggressively, adding more pressure to the competitive landscape. Toyota and BYD have now become a combined force that Tesla must reckon with. This is no longer just a two-way battle. It's a multi-front war. Tesla is no longer the sole leader in the electric vehicle market. It's one of many, and its survival depends on how well it navigates this shifting landscape. Tesla is not just facing Toyota. It's now trapped between multiple EV giants, all vying for dominance. The days of Tesla being untouchable are over, and the real battle is just beginning. Can Tesla survive this? Its future hinges entirely on how it responds to this crisis. Tesla has three possible paths forward, but none of them are easy. The first option is to drop prices. Tesla could attempt to match Toyota's aggressive pricing to compete on affordability, but this comes with significant risks. Tesla's entire business model relies on high margins, and slashing prices could lead to a financial spiral that might be hard to recover from. The second option is to introduce a budget-friendly Tesla model. Elon Musk has hinted at a lower-cost Tesla for years, but developing an entirely new model takes time. By the time Tesla brings an affordable vehicle to market, Toyota may have already established itself as the leader in low-cost EVs. Tesla can't afford to wait too long, but rushing the development could lead to quality and production issues that could damage the brand. The third path, though unstated, could involve expanding its premium offerings or finding innovative ways to retain its market share without significantly lowering prices. Each option comes with its own set of challenges, making Tesla's next move critical. The third option for Tesla is to double down on the premium electric vehicle market. Tesla could embrace its high-end branding and focus on the luxury segment, acknowledging that it may lose the mass market to competitors like Toyota and BYD. However, this strategy carries significant risks. Affordable electric vehicles are increasingly seen as the future, and ignoring this reality could leave Tesla confined to a shrinking niche. This challenge marks Tesla's toughest moment yet. It's no longer just about making great electric vehicles. It's about surviving in a rapidly shifting market. The decisions Tesla makes now will determine whether it remains a dominant force in the industry or fades into the background as new leaders emerge. Toyota has pushed Tesla into a battle for survival, and there's no turning back. Toyota has not only disrupted Tesla, but has also rewritten the rules of the game. For years, automakers treated electric vehicles as premium products, commanding high price tags and targeting a select group of affluent consumers. This strategy worked well when early adopters were willing to pay a premium for cutting-edge technology. However, Toyota's recent move has shattered that foundation. Now, electric vehicles are not just for the wealthy. They're becoming accessible to everyone. The question now is, how will traditional automakers react? Companies like Volkswagen, Ford, General Motors, and Honda have spent years developing electric vehicle strategies based on gradual progress and expected high-end models to lead the way before introducing lower-cost options. Toyota's aggressive pricing strategy has forced them to rethink and accelerate their timelines. Volkswagen, once a leader in affordable electric vehicles, now finds itself in an unexpected position, needing to pivot quickly to compete in this new landscape. Toyota's aggressive pricing strategy has completely upended the electric vehicle (EV) market. Automakers that once believed they had time to gradually shift toward electrification are now being forced to accelerate their plans. Volkswagen, which had positioned itself as a leader in affordable EVs, now faces an unexpected challenge. Its entry-level electric hatchbacks, once considered competitively priced, suddenly seem expensive in comparison. Ford, which has prioritized electric trucks and performance-oriented models, may need to reconsider its approach if it wants to stay competitive in the growing budget-friendly EV segment. General Motors, currently transitioning its lineup to electric power, could find itself squeezed between high-end models and budget-conscious consumers. Honda, which has lagged behind in the EV race, now has no choice but to overhaul its long-term plans to stay relevant. But the impact of Toyota's strategy extends beyond automakers. Governments around the world have structured EV incentives based on the assumption that these vehicles would remain costly. Subsidies, tax breaks, and grants were designed to help bridge the price gap between EVs and gasoline-powered cars. However, with Toyota proving that electric vehicles can now be cheaper than traditional gas cars, policymakers may need to rethink their strategies. Instead of incentives that lower EV prices, governments might shift focus toward expanding charging infrastructure, investing in clean energy production, and ensuring that supply chains can keep up with the increasing demand for EVs. This isn't just another car launch. It's a fundamental shift in how EVs are priced, sold, and manufactured. Toyota has forced every automaker to rethink their approach, and those who fail to adapt quickly risk being left behind. If an electric vehicle is now cheaper than a gasoline-powered car, what reason is left for consumers to stick with internal combustion engines? The answer is clear. Gas-powered cars may have just received their death sentence. If an electric vehicle is now cheaper to buy, maintain, and operate than a gasoline-powered car, then the last major barrier to mass EV adoption has fallen. Toyota's aggressive pricing strategy is accelerating the shift away from gasoline at a pace that few anticipated. For decades, cost was the main argument for gasoline-powered cars. Consumers accepted that EVs were quieter, more efficient, and required less maintenance. But the high upfront price made them a luxury rather than a mainstream option. Now, with Toyota offering an electric SUV at a fraction of Tesla's price, the affordability gap has closed, making EVs the logical choice for millions of drivers. This shift is already happening in real time. Fleet operators, taxis, delivery services, rental car companies, and corporate fleets have long prioritized cost efficiency. With EVs now offering lower purchase prices and reduced operating costs, these businesses will transition to electric models much faster than expected. Ride-sharing companies like Uber and Lyft may accelerate their electrification plans, while logistics giants like FedEx and Amazon could rapidly replace gasoline-powered delivery vehicles. Even postal services, which rely on large vehicle fleets, will have fewer financial reasons to delay the switch. The ripple effect extends far beyond individual car buyers. Gas stations, auto part suppliers, and traditional service centers will have to rethink their long-term survival strategies. As demand for gasoline shrinks, so will the need for fuel stations and combustion engine maintenance shops. Some may pivot to charging infrastructure, but many will struggle to adapt. Policymakers will also feel the impact. Many governments have already set ambitious deadlines to phase out gasoline-powered car sales, with some aiming for full bans within the next 10 to 20 years. However, if EVs become the cheaper option much sooner than expected, those bans may become unnecessary. Market forces alone will drive gasoline vehicles out of existence. Toyota's move has triggered an irreversible shift. The last advantage of gasoline has vanished, and with it, the justification for sticking with fossil fuel-powered cars. The transition to electric is no longer a question of if, but how fast. If consumers switch to electric vehicles more quickly due to cost advantages, restrictions on gasoline-powered cars could arrive sooner than expected. Cities that once planned for a slow decline in gas-powered vehicle use may need to accelerate changes to their public infrastructure. This shift is not just gradual progress. It signals the eventual end of gasoline cars. As electric vehicles become increasingly affordable, the transition will speed up, bringing the future closer than many had anticipated. However, before declaring the demise of gas-powered cars, a critical issue remains: charging availability. Even if demand for electric vehicles rises, a key question persists: where will they be charged? The expansion of EV infrastructure is essential. Lower prices alone won't guarantee widespread adoption if there aren't enough charging stations. While Toyota has helped make EVs more affordable, charging accessibility remains the biggest hurdle. The surge in EV sales will pressure both public and private sectors to expand charging networks and improve charging speeds. Toyota's aggressive push could trigger a major infrastructure boom, forcing hesitant governments to accelerate investment in charging stations. A world dominated by electric vehicles will require a charging network that grows just as rapidly. Roads once filled with gas stations must now be transformed into corridors lined with charging hubs. However, expanding the charging network isn't just about increasing the number of stations. It's about making charging more convenient. Home charging must become faster and more accessible, especially for those without garages or private parking. Workplace charging should become the norm, enabling commuters to recharge while at the office. High-speed chargers at rest stops and along highways must offer the same level of convenience as refueling a gasoline vehicle. Businesses will play a crucial role in this transition. Retail chains, hotels, and shopping centers have already begun installing chargers, but they will need to scale up to meet increasing demand. The shift from electric vehicles being a novelty to becoming a necessity is already underway, and companies that invest early will gain a significant competitive advantage. Toyota has effectively set off a race, not just for automakers, but for the entire energy and infrastructure sector. As electric vehicles become the standard, the charging network must evolve accordingly. If it does, a future where charging an EV is as quick and seamless as refueling a gas-powered car will soon be a reality. But is purchasing an electric vehicle right now the best decision? With charging infrastructure still developing and technology advancing rapidly, consumers must weigh several factors before making the switch. The answer depends on individual needs, driving habits, and long-term vehicle value. For city dwellers, this new EV could be an ideal option, offering a lower purchase price, minimal maintenance costs, and easy access to charging at home or work. Those who primarily take short daily commutes will find the transition effortless. However, long-distance travelers may still face challenges. While the charging network is expanding, it is not yet as reliable or widespread as gasoline stations. Buyers who frequently take road trips will need to plan their charging stops and consider whether they have access to home or workplace charging. Additionally, as EVs become more affordable, gasoline-powered cars may lose resale value more quickly. This shift in the market means that current car owners should carefully time their decision if they plan to trade in or sell their vehicle. For those debating whether now is the right time to switch, the answer is increasingly clear. Electric vehicles are no longer a niche product.